What is up, guys? And we are back on Murder on Mic.
I'm Lenly.
And I'm Huggy. And today we're going to talk about this disturbing case of Mona Fandey. So let's talk about her background first.
Yep.
She was born as Mazlan Ismail on the 1st January of 1956 in Kanga Perlis. So before turning into a witch doctor that we know now, she was first a pop singer, and she even released an album titled Diana 1 back in 1987. And we did some research on YouTube, and that was Rentapan Ana. Am I right?
Yeah, it's still on YouTube.
It's still on YouTube.
Let's listen to it.
So that was a good song, actually.
So Mazlan Ismail is her real name and Mona Fandey is her stage name.
Yes.
So,
Talking about that, the Fandey comes from her husband's name, which is Muhammad Afendi. So the husband was he was funding her career, her singing career lah, and even promised that she would be the biggest pop star to ever exist in Malaysia. And he even booked
several TV appearances, which is crazy because one TV appearance cost a lot.
But there was no luck, actually. So her career did not really take off. It's kind of sad, though.
It's really sad because she really wanted to be that pop star, but then sadly it did not take off.
Blame it on the husband lah.
Actually. Alright, let's hop on to the next segment, which is the birth of a witch doctor. Okay, this is really scary. Alright, so how can she become the witch doctor? It is because there was no luck in her pop star career and it did not take off. That is why she was engaged into witchcraft. She was also well known for being a female witch doctor. It is because in the old days, in the 90s, there were not many female practitioners. Yeah, there was more of male practitioners.
In
and they
witchcraft.
were old. Yeah, they were old. That's why she got really famous.
Moreover, she even had a few properties also across Malaysia.
Really?
Yeah, she was rich. Because politicians and all rich people would go to her.
Oh, that's crazy.
She's famous. At least she got her fame lah.
But
in the wrong way.
Yeah, she got it in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I did not know that she owned properties.
Yeah, she has a lot of properties.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guys, do witchcraft.
Okay, now let's get to the crime part, shall we? In July 1993, an assemblyman for Central Pahang State Datuk Mazlan Idris, he approached Mona for supernatural help to boost his political career.
So he wanted to be a chief?
He just wanted to secure his position.
Okay.
Kalau boleh get promoted He was persuaded by the couple to take part in a ritual in which he was to lay on the floor with his eyes closed, waiting for the money to fall from the sky.
Oh my.
No money fell. Instead, it was the blade of an axe.
Oh no, on his neck.
Yeah. Idris was decapitated and then dismembered and partially skinned. Oh, that was brutal, man.
That's really bad.
Yeah, that's really, really bad. His body was found cut up into 18 parts and buried in a hole near Mona's home in the state of Pahang. She lived near Rawuk, Pahang which is already a remote place.
And
pedalaman kan.
I'm pretty sure they even buried the body under the house.
Yeah, it was believed to be 1.8 meters deep.
Oh, that's really deep.
Yeah, but still caught.
They still caught it. Yeah, they still found it.
You know how they got caught? Mazlan was reported missing on July the 2nd, 1993 after he had withdrawn 30,000 ringgit from a Kuala Lumpur bank. The day after the killing, Mona went on a shopping spree in Kuala Lumpur. Lol. And later brought herself a Mercedes-Benz and had a facelift.
Okay, no wonder she looks like a witch now.
Girl. Yeah, literally.
She has a facelift.
When questioned, Juraimi made a statement to the police which led to the discovery of Mazlan's remains. Okay, this, let me elaborate on what really happened that led to Juraimi confessing to this crime.
So he pretty much snitched on...
Yeah, but actually what happened was Juraimi got arrested for an unrelated drug crime. Like he's actually like a
Okay,
drug
it's
dealer.
way off the murder stuff.
Yeah, and then when he got caught, he actually confessed to a different crime, which was ongoing also.
Oh no.
Because Datuk Mazlan was reported missing, and then
Yes.
they wanted answers, kan?
So he snitched.
Yeah, he snitched.
Basically, he was a problem, and he gave another problem.
Yeah. So yeah, unsurprisingly, Mona and husband immediately became the prime suspects. I mean, she's a witch doctor, so probably they first thought like,
And I think maybe the wife or the kids tracked that the last place that the Mazlan, Mazlan was at Mona Fandey's house.
yeah, probably.
They were the suspect, obviously.
So before we get to the next part,
Yeah.
let's take a break, shall we?
20 ringgit plus 10 and 1, 2. I lost count.
Lynn, still using cash? Hassle lah. Pay with a debit card. It's quicker. Just tap, check and go.
Tap, check and go. Okay, got it.
Nice. Your memory is better than your counting. Pay with debit. As easy as tap, check and go. Find out more at paywithdebit.com.my.
Great day start with HL Super Milk. More calcium, protein, and 9 essential vitamins. No lactose and low fat too. Drink Marigold HL Super Milk.
That's right. Great days start with Marigold HL Super Milk, packed with more calcium, more protein, and 9 essential vitamins. I'm Ernie Zakri, and Marigold HL Super Milk is my #1 choice for a healthy super me.
Let's track back to the crime. So, Mona Fandey's assistant was arrested for an unrelated drug offense, and he even confessed to the murder of Mazlan, which is crazy. So then the police came to investigate their place, knew who the suspect were, and also,
The body was found.
yes, in their house itself. So Mona and her husband were arrested in Wangsa Maju, 24th October 1997.
They were sentenced to death by
Hanging.
hanging.
Oh
Yeah.
no, that's really brutal.
Yeah.
And on the way to court, Mona Fandey was dressed extravagantly with vibrant colors such as red, yellow, green.
Yeah.
Terang gila colour-colour dia.
Yeah, she wears like as if she's an artist, like she's famous.
Yeah.
And she even told to one of the guards, Mona said that, oh, looks like I have a lot of fans. And she treated herself as if she's famous.
Yeah, famous in the wrong way.
Yeah.
Literally. And also, she likes to smile like pictures.
It's that uncanny smile,
Yes,
man.
uncanny smile. And she's known as
The
the
Smiling
Smiling Witch.
So let's talk about the execution. The hangings were set for dawn on Friday, the 2nd of November 2001 in the newly opened Kajang prison. On the previous day, Mona and Effendi were allowed an 8-hour visit with 12 members of their families. It was reported that they sent their last hours advising their children from both their own marriage and their previous marriages to grow up to be good people, and also told their children, jaga diri baik-baik. A senior prisons officer had said there were a lot of crying and hugging as they spoke to their children and family for the last time. It was also reported that Mona had said she would never die before she was executed.
Dia macam ni kan?
Aku takkan mati.
Oh.
It is not known what she meant by that. It is normal practice in Malaysia for condemned prisoners to be given the food of their choice for their last meal. However, this offer was declined. Apparently, according to prison sources, they were very calm, saying very little and requesting nothing in the last hours. So before dawn on the Friday morning, the trio were each handcuffed and hooded in their holding cells adjacent to the execution chamber, and then led to the gallows with its 3 British-styled nooses dangling from the metal beam. On the trap, their legs were strapped and the nooses adjusted around their necks. At 5:59 a.m., the drop fell and the 3 plummeted down. The execution would have been witnessed by a small number of guards and officials and the prison doctor. The press and the general public were excluded, of course. Like, who would want to watch that? One official told the afternoon Malay Mail newspaper that they expressed no repentance at the end. They didn't say anything. They were calm. Just like those who accept that they are going to die. The executions were formally announced later in the morning by a spokesman for Malaysian Prisons Department. Jamil Razif Kasim told reporters, all 3 have undergone their sentence as of this morning. The bodies were left hanging for an hour before being taken down for autopsy and then burial. Mona and Afendi were buried in a cemetery in Kajang later in the morning, while Juraimi was buried in his hometown of Port Klang in the Telok Gong Muslim cemetery that afternoon.
Dia duduk Port Klang. Let's chill and talk about our personal opinions about Mona Fandey. So, what do you think, Huggy?
To be honest, like I don't know if this is controversial or not, but I do think that the husband has played a very important role in this crime or throughout Mona's life.
Yes.
Okay, let's go back to when Mona wanted to be a pop singer and the husband literally promised her that, oh, you're gonna be famous, you're gonna be the biggest pop star in Malaysia, and he even funded everything, basically the manager for Mona Fandey.
Yeah.
And it didn't take off. But when they engaged in witchcraft and everything went well, when they knew that a famous politician with a lot of money is coming towards them,
They took the chance.
yeah, they took the chance. But it's more to like the husband took the chance and probably pressured Mona Fandey.
I believe that Mona Fandey is really disappointed that her career did not take off.
When Mazlan was like persuading them and everything, I think that Afendi, the husband, was really into this deal. I watched another YouTube video where this person was talking about this whole trial stuff, and it was said that when Mazlan was lying down in the room, he was facing the ceiling with his head near to Mona Fandey's lap.
Assistant. Oh,
Yeah. And then she was telling him like, okay, just close your eyes, the money is gonna fall from the sky and everything. In the room there were only 2 people, which is Mona and Datuk Mazlan. But then suddenly the door opened and then Juraimi came in swinging an axe onto his head.
Oh my god.
So it is said to be like probably Juraimi and Afendi planned, let's kill him, let's get more money, let's bury him somewhere, and yeah, nobody will ever know.
So it was not really Mona Fandey.
Yeah,
Do you think it was the husband?
I think it's the husband, because sometimes husbands can be manipulators. Oof.
Oh, personal.
Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, I do think that. And there's another few cases that were never really brought up to court, saying that the duo's ex-helpers went missing. They went missing. So they even found some bodies like around their places, but it's very far to their house lah. So it's still near to them, and they could not, could not find
Recognize.
could not recognize like who murdered them or
That's wild. That's really wild,
yeah.
guys.
And people believe to say that they do this stuff in order to, as a sacrifice to the devil, because as we all know, witchcraft is known as a sin because it's literally doing the devil's dirty work.
Worshipping the devil.
Yeah, literally. So yeah.
That's a really good opinion, I believe. It actually connects the dots. Now it's my turn. On the contrary, I believe it was more towards Mona Fandey because like what you say, you're doing the devil's job. Technically, you were like selling your soul to the devil. Yeah. So you're doing his job and he's like your slave. He asks you to do this, that, kill, get money. So I think it was more of like the deal between the devil and Mona Fandey. I can't really blame the husband because the husband is also like ada salah jugalah kan in the promise part.
I mean, they did this together lah.
Yeah, in the promise part. But the thing is, they agreed to do witchcraft and then they killed Mazlan. But the funny thing is like, she's doing all this just for fame
and power.
Tapi, yeah, I feel like it's more towards Mona Fandey and the devil. It's like the deal between them. And like he took control over Mona Fandey. Actually, Mona Fandey's case always stays mysterious. And I always wonder, is she still roaming around in this world? Because she said, Aku takkan mati. Yes. Habis lah korang.
And that is for today's podcast, guys, on Murder on Mic.
Thank you for listening.